All right, so welcome to Tales of Aria. This is our first episode. I am with Huffle, Slender, Baltimore, and myself. Huffle is our DM for this little excursion. If you want to tell about the world and tell about everything there, Huffle, you have the floor right now.
All right. Um, so the very first thing that I would want to make sure about is that everyone doesn't get their hopes up too high, like thinking this is going to be a big critical role thing. Because, let's face it, we're not professionals here, are we? No. So, yeah, we've got altered rules. So I know there's going to be people that actually know some D&D stuff that will look at some of the stuff we're doing and, well, they're going to find it a bit weird because it's not the same way that it works normally. Um, and I think most of those you'll figure out as we go through, but one of them that you guys might want to try and remind them of once in a while, just to bug them a bit, is the parry action in combat where they can use their reaction to stop an attack. And I implore you all to annoy them about that. um, yeah, the first thing I want to do is just go through and answer any questions from you guys about this game.
I
My
think
players.
I think I'm gonna have questions as we go. I'm still very green to D&D myself, so bear with me.
All right. Well, that does bring up the first question I have for you guys, and that would be, what about role playing makes you want to role play? Like, what about role playing games drew you in?
For me, I watched a lot of Jesse Cox, a little bit of Critical Role. I don't like their show as much. I know, very unpopular opinion, but Jesse Cox, I found his stuff a lot more hilarious with some Fall Cycle or Oddballs or the new Star Wars game that he's been doing. Everything has always been bringing me to tears. I usually listen to it as a podcast when I go to work. And yeah, I'm like, if they can hopefully make someone have a great day by laughing and enjoying themselves, so why not try it? Slender in Baltimore?
Uh, for me, it's gonna have to be the RP and also the shenanigans you can find yourself in. I've been playing D&D for a little while, and there's nothing quite like making a plan with the boys and then watching it all derail.
And
Go for it, Slender.
For me,
if you had more to finish, Tim.
Oh,
then...
no.
Okay, then yeah, go Thunder.
well, for me, I have always enjoyed watching like medieval movies and anything like fantasy. I enjoyed playing Skyrim, and I always like role play in Skyrim. I I fell away from D&D because usually every D&D session I have ever been in quickly died off, and I'm hoping that this one doesn't. But I love a show that I grew up watching and really enjoyed is Harmon Quest because just how silly they are and they animate their sessions all the time, and it's just funny how each of the characters interact with each other, and that's the reason why I play role playing games.
Fantastic. So you want to tell a little bit of the world, kind of give us a nice little introduction there, Huffle?
Yeah. Well, first off, most of the world is a blank canvas, and this is where you, as the players, would come in. If I don't have something already set down, I want you to make something up. Basically, we're on a world where, well, this region calls the world Aria, and it's a ring world around the sun. Like they can tell that it's a ring because if they look far enough off, they'll see that it's starting to curve up and all that. The country that they're in, give me 1 second. I should have my notes out for this part. Yeah, they're in the kingdom of Riktira, and we're gonna be starting off in the town of Dunnock. As all three of these players, they're members of an adventurers guild, which has fallen on hard times recently. The general knowledge that you guys would know is that in the last war, the Adventurers Guild said they would help, but they fell short of just about every effort that they went into. And the Warriors Guild actually picked things up more, which gave the Warriors Guild more renown and kind of put a bad taste in people's mouths of the Adventurers Guild. Now most of the locations are all shutting down, and you guys are going to the last location, which has been the base of operation. Riktira is actually run by the guilds. These guilds, they all are the guild masters are the heads of the government, and so the Adventurers Guild, their guild master is very much at risk of losing his seat. And that's the situation you guys are in right now. Why don't we go through and have each of you tell us, a bit about why you joined the Adventurers Guild in the first place.
So I am, Finian Green Bottle. It's written as Boodle, but that's gonna be interesting. It's Elven. I mean halfling. So he's a Lightfoot. He wants to travel the world, see everything around, and just experience what life has to have. What's the life all about? Because he's always grown up in monasteries.
And in case there's secret reasons for why, I should say that whatever you would have shared with your fellow adventurer guild mates. So is that all for you, Therian?
Yep.
All right. Temperance or Slender?
Go ahead, Temperance.
Alrighty. So my name is Baltimore von Travsdale. I'm a member of the clergy for good old Tamora. I come to this good old Adventurers Guild in hopes of actually having a family name instead of this made-up one that I've given myself. And one day, after amassing myself a good amount of gold and staying alive, I intend to fulfill that dream.
All right. So, Slender, what would your person have told his fellow adventurers?
Hello, everyone. My name is Hugh Manson. Remember that name when it comes to your mind. I have joined the Adventurers Guild because I'm actually on a mission. I am looking for someone very, very important. And his last location was actually in this here guild. So I hope to find that person, and I wish to talk to him. Very, very.
All right. So, why don't each of you give a description of what your character looks like to each other while I go close the door.
Man, I gotta go.
So Finian has a regular monk haircut. He literally looks like a monk. Has big old prayer beads on his neck, sandals, orange jumpsuit. Very, very stupid haircut. But, that's what happens when you grow up in a monastery. It's
Hey, there's nothing.
I mean, he gets the job.
He's extremely short. He's very short.
He gets the job done. No hair gives +1 to dex, so it's worth.
It's like speed holes in a car. It's great.
Exactly.
But yeah, he's extremely short compared to everyone in the room. He's a
Alright.
halfling.
Alright, and I'll go next, Linder, if you want.
Go ahead.
Alright. So, Baltimore is he's a pretty tall dude, easily standing like 6 feet. He does look pretty lanky, though, especially considering his size. Like, it honestly, it'd be hard to imagine this guy lifting anything heavier than like a chair by himself. His hair is kind of like styled back. It's kind of like shining a little bit. You don't know what he put in it. You probably don't want to know. He's got like this green tunic on with some scale mail to cover, a little shield at his side, and then a mace that looks like it's never been used. On his like little, around his neck, you see this little amulet signifying his faith, and then that'll be about it. He's got like this gray skin too. And Slender, they're good to go.
Well, here Manson, he's actually between. He's actually the most average guy there. He's not tall, he's not short, but he's average. He has nice, luxurious, long, brown hair with his leather armor that where he got from his old guild that he was part of. He has a very, very nice looking dagger that looks like it probably belonged to a very, very wealthy person, but he doesn't like talking about it too much. But he wears like very long pants, and as usual, usually what a thief would look like. And once in a while, when he gets serious, he ties his hair back so that it doesn't get in his.
Alrighty.
All right then. So, before we begin
Scale.
getting into things, let me just say where certain things come from. The music that you're hearing right now is by an amazing composer, Adrian von Ziegler, who has given permission for everyone to use his content. I don't know if he said that he requires credit, but we're giving him anyway. He's an amazing composer, been around for years, and his music will be the stuff that we'll be using in the background. The art that you see here. Okay, I made that. Yeah, that's just me. I suck, but and the rules book that we used for modifying is called Darker Dungeons. It's a modular book by Jiffy Glyphs. He makes a lot of great stuff, and Darker Dungeons is made to be more gritty and more about survival than regular D&D. So we implemented some of the rules that we liked. And yeah, that's the basics. Am I missing anything else, guys?
No, I think that's
I
perfect.
don't believe so.
They're good.
One thing I'd love to do is remind people every single time, or I'll put it in the YouTube, that the people who are composing the music, etc. Let's face it, they need credit. This music is absolutely fantastic so far. And
Oh, yeah.
the art style looks amazing. Just saying, it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, if anyone wants to give us free art to use in its place, just let us know, because that would be great too. So since this is session 0, there's not too much planned, but I want to get in-character introduction stuff done too. So, all three of you you come into this very small town. In fact, let me actually upload a map so you guys can actually see how big this place is. Where did I save it?
I hope I can.
You what?
I hope I can see it.
Oh, you will be able to. Just give me a second. I have to upload it onto another thing. It's almost uploaded. Is Roll20 crashing on me? Nope. Okay, we're good. Oh, it's way too big for the map size. It's too powerful. Give me 1 second.
So how was
What?
nothing?
Alright. So, you guys should be able to see it now.
Like heavens. That's Matt.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was on the wrong layer.
I wish.
So, this is the town of Dunnock. The Adventurers Guild is right here. It's
I think my roll just crashed.
yeah, this right. Okay, that's a bad color.
You should be able to change it.
There we go. It's that building right there. So, you guys come up to this town from this road over here. And the first things you see is a lot of farmhouses, ranches, and fields. This is not a very rich town that you can tell. All of you are currently in a wagon together as you're making your way to the guild. Is there anything you'd like to say to each other before we continue?
So we're all sitting down on these benches. Obviously, my feet can't touch the floor, so I'm just kicking my feet in the air, looking at you guys. Big old smile on my face. And just leaning back.
You mentioned is just he got his head back tilted, looking at the sky, if he can see the sky, and he's actually not looking at the sky. Actually, he's actually asleep, and he is snoring very, very loudly.
You said you're using your feet to like kick yourself up in place.
No, I'm
He's like a little
literally,
kid, like swinging his feet.
yeah, I'm swinging my feet. I can't touch the floor. This is way too high for me.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Is it gonna take a while to get to town?
No, you guys just now got to about there.
You're that kind of,
So yeah,
we
you
there?
guys are here.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna be staring at the good old window. Or not window, but like staring out of the car, just kind of seeing what I can see.
Yeah, the district you're going through is very much a farmer's district. There's a lot of farmland, farmhouses, and all that stuff. And like I said before, it's not a very rich place, but you see a good amount of people, especially children that are running around and playing here.
Okay, so it's a good area. That's good enough.
And as you get to here, it opens up into a nice marketplace, where some people have set up some small stalls. There's just this one strange building right there. It's very small. But you see guards posted outside of it, and you assume this might be where the guards are stationed. And you look around and you don't see the Adventurers Guild anywhere, as the cart stops right here. It stops. You look up at the building that's there, and oh, that's definitely not the Adventurers Guild. That's the Bakers Guild.
Okay.
Driver just says, "All right, get on out."
Excuse me, good sir. I believe we were supposed to be taken to a different guild, the Adventurers one. If you could point me in that right direction.
He points to an alley.
All right. Well, you have a good day now, and I'm gonna hop off the cart.
I get to the end of the cart and I look down, and then I look at everyone. I blink twice. Like, really?
You needed some assistance there.
I nod my head up and down.
All right. And I'm gonna look to Human. Could you help him out?
Human, on the other hand, is still sleeping. Has not realized the cart stopped.
Oh, I'm gonna like shake you awake then.
Huh? What? Where are we?
I believe if you're going to where I think you're going, we're here. Or just about. Yeah.
That was a very long ride.
Yes.
Human just jumps off the cart and starts walking towards the alleyway.
Wait, before you go, I do. All right. Allow me, and I'm gonna try to help you out of the cart.
I shrug and then I jump over him and onto the floor, and then keep walking.
What? All right. Good to know. And I'm gonna just keep walking into the alley then.
All right. You walk into the alley, and you have to step over a few people that are just lying on the ground.
Are they drunk or?
One of them looks drunk. The other looks up at you and smiles, and you can see half his teeth are missing.
Oh boy. Are they are any of them unconscious?
The drunk guy is.
Does he have a wallet on him that I can see?
You start patting him down. He does have a wallet.
Oh hell yes! How much is in there?
You take it out, open it up. There's a coupon. There's a coupon for the Red Lady Buffet.
All right. Okay. You know what? No thanks. I'm gonna put back the pouch and just kind of walk away.
I'll take it. I grab it out of Baltimore's hands. I pocket it.
Expired 3 years ago.
Let's take a little detour, shall we, boy?
And it has a very bodacious lady on it.
No, you didn't tell me that. What the fuck?
I wave it.
You
I
really
wave
gonna
it in
hold out
my
all the good
hands.
stuff on me?
I wave it in my hands, and it's like I'm trying to signal that food.
We can.
Doesn't know what the heck is going on. He's too busy trying to avoid the bodies and trying to get to the Adventurers Guild without touching anyone.
We can grab some food after we're done here. And
You look around at the different doors, and you're having a hard time finding it, and then you see just a small sign on one of the doors that says Adventurers Guild Headquarters.
huh.
Human takes a look at the doors like, Adventurers Guild, huh? I expected something bigger.
Then I look up at it. Blink
It's a-
twice.
It's 3 stories.
Is like the building shitty or?
It's not in the best condition,
Oh, well, good to know. I mean,
but it's
no
not
time.
falling apart.
Yeah. I mean, if it works, it works. No time like the present, and I'm gonna walk on inside.
Can we like think that like the V falls off the sign or something as soon as we get there?
They couldn't afford an A, so literally they just use an upside down V with the A.
You open the door, and then behind the door you hear something hit the ground.
I'm gonna turn back and look at what it was.
It's the D.
Not the D!
You drop the D.
I'm just gonna leave it there. Someone else can have the D.
All right. So you all walk in.
Yep.
I bring the D with me.
All right. You've now got a letter D. You've got
He
the D.
walks in,
All right.
looking around.
And you walk in, and it's very. It's much more homey than you would anticipate normally. See just some rugs scattered on the ground. They don't seem to be very neatly placed down. Some overlapping.
Are they all like different colors, like on the map?
Yeah.
The feng shui in this room is terrible. No wonder we're in poverty. And I'm gonna like look around. Is there anybody in this room other than us?
No, there's not.
All right. So like a bell I can push, or am I just gonna go to walk around?
There's no bells or anywhere.
I put the D on the floor right beside the door.
All right. There's a D.
Nice.
He sees a small little kid run towards the door. He yanks on Baltimore's clothing. Hey, Balti, what's this kid over here?
I look around, trying to look for a kid myself.
Can I roll perception to find the child that he's speaking of?
I mean, if you want.
Excellent. Sorry about that. That's my roommate.
My
Oh,
roll
good.
20 just crashed.
Yikes.
Oh
Ooh.
boy. Also, real quick, can I like call out and just kind of like ask if anybody's here, like anybody home?
Yes, you can. And you were rolling that perception?
Oh, that was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll roll it. Heck, I want to roll perception if he's talking about me or someone else. Now, how do I
now,
roll?
if you want to see if he's talking about you, that would be insight.
Yes. That.
And if you're looking around for a kid, that would be perception.
All right. How do I roll? Totally forget.
Well, go to your character sheet, find the stat, and click it. Well, the skill, and click it. Oh, insight.
Hey.
Yeah, it's you. You're the kid.
I give him a look that I pretty much got hit in the face with a frying pan. Like, what?
He walks up to the kid and he bends down and says, "Hey kid, are you part of this adventures?"
I look at him like they must be grasping at straws now for new adventures.
And
Like,
He was looking around the room as like, because there just seems to be nobody here but you. Is your parents home?
and as you guys are talking, and Baltimore
Well-
calls out for someone.
well, he's talking to
door-
me. I'm just.
The door opens up, and you see a tall man, yellow skin, and he looks over you all. I'm assuming you are the new recruits.
That'd be us, yes.
I lean like left or right to look at the new person in the room
Hugh
because
stands up.
this
I'm
big
sorry.
this big oaf is in my way. And I'm like, who is
Question: what
this?
is everyone's height?
I am 6'4".
Oh,
I am very tall, and that's the only thing I have going for me.
I'm shorter than Baltimore, but I'm taller than
So you're probably like 5 foot something or other, right?
yes.
he's
Like,
close
that's-
to your height, Baltimore. So,
But not there.
not quite there.
I'm a staggering like 4'5" or something. Not tallest, not shortest of halflings, but I'm halfling height.
Okay.
Hugh
Well-
stands up and looks at the guy and is like, "So, is this your kid?"
I give another
Are
look
you-
like I got hit in the face with a frying
Are you
pan.
talking about the halfling?
His half? No, that must be your kid.
I see they sent their best.
I have my hand on my face and I'm shaking my head like I fully agree with you. Like, what is this?
What's it? I
I'm
can't
just-
grab that last one. No. Oh, wait, it is there. Okay, never mind.
I'm just gonna kind of like, without batting an eye, just be like, anyway, the name is Baltimore von Travsdale.
And I am the guild master, Levin Waldusty.
Pleasure to meet you. And my two associates are, and I'm gonna like kind of nudge so you guys can introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name's Hugh Manson. I'm
Hugh Manson.
I don't know where the other guy is.
I scurry over. I give a big old bow to the guild leader.
And your name?
I go over, whisper, Finian. The whole monk thing, not speaking, trying to not speak. Actually, I just write it.
Yeah, right, right.
Do you have like a name badge on?
Like,
Like, hi, my name's Finny.
Ah, you're from one of those monasteries. Right. Well, I would say it's great to see you here, but the guild isn't doing too well. Right now, you're the only ones in here. We have two other guildmates. They're currently out on their own adventure.
Any idea when they'll be back so we can do some introductions, or is this not something we should worry about for now?
They should be back in a few days.
Alright, good to know.
So, he looks you guys over. I think I have a mission for you.
Do we
Why don't
have
you
time?
follow me?
Alright.
And he leads you up the stairs here.
Alright, I'm just gonna follow along.
So
Yeah. And going even more up the stairs.
There's so many rugs in this place, my man. No wonder.
I got them on sale.
Yeah?
Please, have a seat.
All right.
By the way, if you press Alt and drag your character, you can get him off the grid.
Obviously, I'm on my phone, so I can't do
I'll drag you over.
that. I'm the only one who can't see the map. See,
I sent you the map.
I know, but I can't see my character.
And he places 4 cups on the table and pours a bottle into them.
A
So,
bottle.
seems we may be losing our place on the council. But I think I have a way to protect us. And it starts with you. I know adventurers hate this all the time, but it's a fetch quest. I need you to go get something.
Oh, no.
May I ask from where?
A few miles out of the town, there's the old observatory of Dr. Ciro, and well, we need you to find his research notes. Shouldn't be too difficult.
What
I'm
ex-
sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry that this is such a mundane mission. Please enjoy the wine, by the way.
Before I drink anything, I'm gonna ask this guy who exactly Dr. Ciro was.
Dr. Ciro was, well, he was a famed astronomer and wizard who specialized in abjuration. His research notes have so far been unsuccessfully found. But perhaps you'll be able to find it. He died about 10 years back. And his note could actually prove quite useful to continued research.
What exactly makes you think that these notes are in this observatory?
That's the only place that I can think of. But even if they're not there, perhaps you can find a clue as to where they are.
All right, fair enough. And I suppose it's a simple enough task, especially it's our first task as a unit. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at the other two.
And as a reward, I'll give each of you 20 gold, and you'll no longer be in the rank of recruit. You become a full-fledged member.
I climb up on the table to grab the wine because no one's paying attention to me. I look at the wine and I also grab like a pillow so I can be at height to see you all while we're sitting down.
He sees him trying to, and he grabs it, and he takes it. Like, too young for this kid.
I look at the bottle and then I look at him and then I look back at the bottle.
Levin holds out his hand, and Hugh,
Yes.
make a wisdom save. Do you need me to roll?
Yes. It's hard to do.
Yours crashed completely.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
What is with all these?
I mean, we take those.
I mean,
getting some good rolls here. You feel your arm try to move itself back over to Finian. But you manage to shrug it off, and, well, I guess it's up to you if you think that you'll realize what just happened.
Cute. He looks at Vinny, looks at that's already, and he looks at me. Do you have some water for the kid?
I yet again have a look on my face like I got hit by a frying pan.
I'm just gonna watch all this happen. I'm just gonna sip my wine as I'm just kind of like watching all this unfold.
I then think it's a good idea to raise my finger, like look behind you to what's his name?
To Hugh?
To Hugh, and have a shocked look, like oh my god, behind you, to him.
Would he look?
He looks like yes, my name.
No, I keep on like pointing. Oh my god, watch out behind you, kind of look.
Hugh being as stubborn as always is like, yes, this is a glass. You're too young to.
I'm gonna roll some. All right. So, Q, you feel something tap onto your shoulder. Finian, you see a hand. Oh wait, no, you don't actually. No, never mind. I forgot. His special thing. Okay, so yeah. Q, you feel something tap on your shoulder.
Hugh smiles, slowly turns to his shoulder.
You turn. You don't see anything.
Hugh just shrugs. It's like, don't know what that was.
I still have like a very agape mouth and just like oh my god, that was like still pointing out.
So you weren't gonna try anything when he turned around?
Well, it's comedy. I'll do it again.
Well. Besides that.
Damn.
So. Where did you all come from?
I look at everyone and I look up and down at myself. Like I do the whole like, really?
Look at me.
Yes, of course. You're from a monastery. And I'm assuming you're not allowed to say which one. Well, seems like you're not allowed to say anything. What about you two? Where did you come from?
That goes for the same with me. I come from a place that shall not be.
I'm not gonna lie, I really just kind of wanted to say Florida for a second.
I'm from a place called Florida.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I come from good old Florida, down south a little bit. Raised in a monastery actually. But unlike my monk friend here, he's...
Oh my god.
Alright, what do you want to say?
No, that was out of care.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just like, unlike my monk friend here, the clarity isn't exactly keen on silence.
Can I look over at my my drow or pale skin friend, and I
Yep.
look at like, hey, wine bottle, let's go.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna hand you one.
But you see me grin from ear to ear, and I scamper back to my own chair, and I hold on to it.
And then Hugh looks at that. It's like, Bolty, what are you doing? That kid is too young for that.
To
At
be
least
fair,
At least get him some juice or something.
you know where I come from, the legal age to drink is about 10. It's Florida. Rules are weird there.
I give a finger gun like this guy knows what's up, and then I crack open the bottle and I drink
Hey,
it straight from the
I'm
bottle.
gonna give one back.
Hey.
And then Hugh looks like, it's your funeral, kid. He takes another glass of the juice and he gulps it down.
Have you never seen a halfling before?
Half what?
They're like humans, except small.
I mean, I've seen adults of the small variety, but that's from the town of that would not be named.
Right, well. He raises up his glass. To new adventures.
I raise up the bottle.
I'm gonna raise up my glass.
He raised up the empty glasses already.
I've already half downed the bottle, by the way.
Oh. Is that a con save I hear?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I feel like we have a drunken.
Alright, how do I press con?
Hey.
Oh no, you don't. Okay. But there's a thing over here where it's saving throws, which it can be different than your normal stat, but you don't have to with Constitution since you don't have proficiency there. I can make a little cheat sheet for you for figuring out where things are.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, you're doing rather fine. You down that bottle and you're not having any issues.
It's like he's done this before.
He was looking at it's like, huh? Actually, I think I'm gonna like this kid.
And after you all have drunk for a bit, Levin stands up and says, "Well, why don't I show you to your rooms?"
Sounds like a plan. And we're good to depart tomorrow, right?
Yes, of course.
Yep, I'm ready for a nap. Just make sure you don't put me in the same room as a kid. I do not want to be a dinner.
Oh no, you can get your own room. He leads you downstairs and says, These three rooms right here are completely open.
Well, y'all already know I gotta get the green one.
Well,
I don't know what you guys are.
well, there's the red and the blue one now.
Well, I mean, I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, red and blue.
I look at Hugh.
I'll take
Like,
the blue one.
The blue.
Alright.
Yep.
I look
Alright.
over at the boss man and I shake my head like him and I know. Like I'm like, really? These guys really? They're all in their bed, but I just look at Monk and the boss, and then I just head in.
Oh, these are going to be some long days.
I shake my head. Yep.
And he walks back upstairs. And you all are in your rooms, and you do your bed stuff. And
Is there a window in my room, by the way?
yes, there is. That's what these things are. Oh wait, no, you can't see it, right? Yes, there is a window in your room.
Okay, if everyone else is gonna actually go to sneak, like it's adventures.
You're gonna what?
Hugh is sneaking out of the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, really?
He has to make contact.
Well, I guess we'll roll your sneak and your acrobatics.
All right, so he falls out the window.
You okay? So, Hugh, you open up the window, and you put your foot up on top of it, and you hear the window creak. You shrug it off, and then you jump out of it to land on the ground. You misjudge the height, and you misjudge the landing place, and you fall into a barrel of water. And
So-
both Finian and Baltimore, you hear
God.
just splash into water.
I'm gonna look out the window now.
I also
Hugh,
I look at the window.
it is Hugh in a barrel of water.
I look. I kind of giggle. I smirk and giggle, and then I go back to bed.
You good down there? You need help?
Hugh just raised up. I'm fine. I was looking out the window and I fell out of it.
Levin looks out the top window. You know you could have just gone out the door, yes?
Listen, I need some fresh air, but I didn't want to walk all the way downstairs.
Seems like it was more trouble to not do that.
I had too many glasses.
Can I like have that register in my head? Like, really, he had too many glasses. Well, this is easy. I'm literally using a stool to peer out the window, and I'm looking down at this fool in the water after he said he had too many glasses of wine.
Oh, my.
All right. Well, I guess this is where we'll leave off the session 0.
Yep.
Fantastic.
You in a barrel of water.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. It's 1:29.
Yep, and by next week or whenever we do it, like I don't know if you've got something going on next week. But we'll be going on the first adventure.